So everyone, I'm actually trying to drive a tractor. My uncle just sort of let me play with it on the farm, so I'm just trying to set the camera down here. So, never really driven a tractor in my life. So here goes. I'm not even sure the camera's going to stay up, but the tractors are quite complicated because they've got low and high gearboxes. So I'm just trying to understand how they drive, just so I can understand them better for the purposes of the project of converting another tractor to electric. So it's mainly just like the gearbox in this tractor. This is a different one. This is not the one I'm converting to electric, but it's not got a synchro mesh, which means it's actually quite difficult for a beginner like me to actually change gear in it. So it's the hardest manual gearbox I've ever used. Like, it's nothing like driving a car. Like, it's this hand throttle here, which is a bit like the throttle on an airplane where you can just set it, and there's also the foot throttle, which is a button, sort of like some sort of button you just stand on, so it's really weird. And I'm going to try and see if we can get into third gear. No, I can't even get the thing at the third gear. It's a nightmare, these manual boxes. Like, especially for someone who's never driven a tractor before, it's very, very difficult. It just will not let me get into third, so it's not easy. So I'm just going to actually sort of drive up the road a bit and try and get turned round. So as you can see, you've got this throttle here, that's the foot throttle, brake, clutch, high and low, gearbox, and this is the gear selector here. So it's quite a thing to drive, and without the synchro mesh gearbox I've never been able to get it above second gear, but I'm very much a beginner to this. But I'd imagine that maybe with an electric motor in it, a tractor would probably be much easier to drive as well, but we'll see when we get the electric motor put in the other tractor. So there we go. My problem was I was treating it like a car gearbox, first, second, third and fourth, whereas I was actually going first. So in this case it would be first, third, second, and then fourth up there. So I was like, when I was driving the tractor, I was actually I was in first, then I was trying to force it into third. But even still, I couldn't get up to fourth gear because lack of synchro mesh and like lack of my experience. So yeah, it looks like I can kind of half drive a tractor now.